Shalom, Kol Haloyim, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well, and who have taught us knowledge. Honors and salutations to you, Akim out there that's doing the work of truth sincerity. Shalom to you. And salutations unto you as well. And I want to say shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. Shalom to the holy elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. I entitled this video the M.O.T.B / Charagma news and update. And I found this article by way of blacklistednews.com, and it was on the M.O.T.B, and I read a little bit of it. And I said, I'm gonna do a video on it through the spirit, because this is a major prophecy that we've been observing for a long time. We observe all the prophecies, all right, but and particularly the M.O.T.B, which is getting ready to be rolled out by Esau, all right, by the elites of this society, which is ruled by Esau Edom. Okay. And there's been talks about the CBDC for a while. We know about the World Economic Forum, also known as WEF, the acronym WEF. And we know that it's been talked about for some years, and now it's been pushed heavily into the minds of the people through a thing that's called gradualism, right? So, without any further ado, I'm going to say, Lord willing, this video is edifying, and I'm going to jump right into it. It says, Technocrat says, quiet, part out loud. A digital world ID will soon be mandatory for anyone who wishes to partake in day-to-day functions of society. All right, and it's published July 21st, 2023 by Leo Holman. All right, it's the source. And the reason why more articles and more conversations around the RFID microchip is being had is because people realize it's reality that this device is going to be pushed, all right, and given into the people. All right, the scriptures say that it's going to be made mandatory. Okay, because if you go into the book of Revelation, the 3rd chapter, right, where it speaks about the hour of temptation, right? Well, the hour of temptation is when they make this device mandatory. All right, and that day you better have faith, okay? So let's get right into it. It says, and Shalaki, I had a little technical difficulties starting this video, so but Lord willing, is edifying though. This is the article. It says biometric iris scanners, right? This is the iris scanner in the image. It says biometric iris scanners being set up throughout Southern Europe, precursor to a global digital ID system being ushered in for citizens around the world, whether they like it or not, says Technocrat, CEO of new company that plans to scan the eyeballs of every human on the planet. See? So, they know that this global digital ID, all right, RFID microchip, they know it's the new thing, all right, the new way of doing transactions, all right, financially, medically, right, electronically, unlocking your vehicle and home, and using it at work to clock in, everything will be on that device, man. They know it, man. It says, excuse me. I've been saying for nearly 3 years now that the beast system is based on the world's people accepting 2 technological components offered up by the Luciferian globalist elites. Now, this guy obviously know about the beast system, Which whose system is this? Who's in in the driving seat, or the not driving seat, but who's in the head seat of the society? Esau Edom. This is his system. All right. Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that it says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. See, because that that beast system is upon everyone. All right, is the system that belongs to Esau Edom, and he's pushing for his NWO. All right, new world order. All right, and they're looking to forward their enterprise. Okay, of implementing that new world order, and a part of that new world order is having everyone chipped. Okay, this is the plans, right? This is what's been leaked to the public through insiders, guys like Aaron Russo. All right, even this guy Alex Jones. He used to talk about the mark of the beast. All right, which he would go into that. Okay, and pretty much they silenced him. Far as they got him, by the balls, if you will. He used to talk about it heavy, because he would watch the men of the Lord. Okay, truth be told, everybody watch, the Israelites, man, from the apostles on down. All right, and everyone's harping or conversating about the Bible, because the Bible, all right, which is the book of the Lord, all right, gives you, all right, the words of prophecy. Okay, and the words of prophecy are being taught by the Lord's prophets. All right, and teachers, excuse me, and teachers. Okay, so that system, all right, that new world order, all right, will cause you to be put to death if you don't want to consent until worshiping, and partaking in this beast system. All right, the NWO. It says a global recognized digital ID to replace the cards in your wallet, and a globally recognized digital money to replace the cash in your wallet. The two together will comprise the foundation of the punitive global beast system. See, now you know the words of the Lord are being exalted, because even this guy, what's his name again? Leo Holman. Now you see in articles they talking about the beast, right? The beast system. See, you didn't hear about these things before the Israelites was on the scene, but now, okay, you got individuals like Leo Holman, all right, and other, economists, all right, things of that nature, talking about the beast system, But anyways, let's continue on. It says, from an article in Slate News, we learned today that the CEO of an outfit called WorldCoin has warned that a global digital ID system will be ushered in for citizens around the world, whether they like it or not. Yeah, that's by force. All right. Well, you see, if you don't want to get down with the system, they're gonna force you. They're gonna force it upon you. See, it says WorldCoin has developed a system that it pitches as the world's largest identity and financial public network. The company has created a database that links central bank digital currencies, CBDC, in the form of digital tokens, the eventual replacement for cash, with a digital identity system. The company has created its own form of digital money called the WorldCoin token. Linked to WorldCoin tokens is another of WorldCoin's products, World ID. World ID is a digital identity system that collects biometric data for individuals and holds it in a database that links to WorldCoin token transactions. Right. So this device gonna be your do with all, man. Keep telling you the same thing over and over. It's like a record on repeat, man. The same thing over and over again. This is going to happen. All right. You will be forced to take this chip, or be off the grid, or more importantly, maybe put to death, man, for not consenting into his system. All right, his beast system, which is the New World Order, man. And that's what's on your dollar bills, right? Let me get that real quick. That's on your dollar bills, right? Said Anuit Coeptus, and it's right here on Wikipedia. It says Patterson and Richardson Dougal, Anuit Coeptus, meaning he favors our undertakings, right, or enterprise. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's click on that. Okay. It says Anuit Coeptus, and this is on your dollar bill. You see this on your dollar bill. You pull out a dollar bill. It has known this Anuit Coeptus, Navos Orosoclorum, right? Right, and you have the pyramid, right, with the all-seeing eye. You know, I wonder why they have that on there. Why would you have the pyramid on the dollar bill? Okay. Then you have the all-seeing eye, man. You know, it says the literal translate. Sorry, let me read the top. It says Anuit Coeptus is one of two mottos on the reverse side of the Great Seal of the United States. The literal translation is "He favors or has favored our undertakings." From Latin, anu, I approve, I favor, and coeptum, commencement, undertaking. Because of its context as a caption above the I of providence, the standard translations are providence favors our undertakings and providence has favored our undertakings. Excuse me. Now, the real reason is, right, is because the people that you refer to as the Illuminati, which are the elites of Esau, which controls this society. All right. Remember that the same beast system that was, the Roman Empire, right? You could say it started with the Greeks, right? Because the Greeks and the Romans were the same nationality of people, man. But through Rome, that system grew, all right, throughout the known world at that time. All right, it overtook everyone. All right, Rome had its grip on that side of the world, or the known world. Okay, and in this time, through America, because the scriptures speak about the deadly wound that was healed, because you had the fall of the Roman Empire. Okay, matter of fact, this is let me see, Revelation 13:3. All right, it says, "And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast." Yeah, the deadly wound, meaning that Roman system, because America is based on Rome. Everything about America is based on the old Roman Empire. Even the language. All right, the language of the Roman Empire was the Latin. All right, you had the Greek and then you had the Latin. All right, during the Rome it was the Latin. They transitioned from the Greek language to the Latin, and that's where you get the term Anuit Coeptus. All right, Nabos Oro Seclorum from the Latin. All right, you go into the Constitution, legislation of America. It goes, and it is written, all right, with the Latin, the Latin language. Okay, but the deadly wound of the beast was healed through America because Rome was revived through America. That's why everything about America symbolizes Rome. Okay, from the infrastructure, all right, the Senate, all right. You got the presidents, back during the Roman time period, all right, or the Caesars, right? Same thing. It's all back, all right. Everything has came back, right, through America. Okay. Now back in the article, it says I'm at here. It says World ID is a digital identity system that collects biometric data for individuals and holds it in a database that links to World Coin token transactions. It says World Coin tokens and World ID are connected and assessed via the company's World app. See, when it's all in place and no longer voluntary, see, voluntary, meaning what? Your choice, basically, right? Says when it's all in place and no longer voluntary, these technology these technologies will be used to create and enforce 15-minute cities, says Christine Anderson, a member of the EU Parliament from Germany. All right, now, you know what that puts me in the mind of? Second Esdras 15. Because when all hell break loose and they roll out the martial law troops, right? You see these military posts set up, throughout the cities, all right, of Babylon, so-called America. They're gonna make it where you can't enter in or go out. Now let's go to that prime example, because it's gonna be a total breakdown of society. All right, you're gonna have a total collapse of society, and once that happens, you have a thing called martial law. Okay, where the standing president becomes a dictator. All right, and then you're under the control of the dictator or sitting president. All right, you're under their control. They make they can make executive orders, right, on the fly, and enforce them through the military. Okay, there won't be no need for your domestic uh, law enforcement. All right, it's gonna be the federal law enforcement, which would be the military. Second Esdras 15, and I'll start at 16, and the point is in 17, right? It says, "For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power," because they're not going to regard, your so-called leadership, all right, your rulers, right? The one who has control, right, or putting the control seat. You're not going to regard that. You're not going to regard your local law enforcement, but when the federal law enforcement, aka the military, come in, all right, UN troops, right? They come in, M16s, M18s, all right, forcing you to, do whatever they command or tell you. All right, or you can be put to death. That's when shit get real. Shit get real. All right. Verse 17: A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able because of the military posts. All right. You look at martial law. Martial law. Let me go to it real quick, because martial law. Let's go back to Google. All right. Martial law. Okay. Here you go. Martial law. It says martial law involves the temporary substitution of military authority for civilian rule, and is usually invoked in the time of war, rebellion. What's another word for rebellion? Civil unrest. All right, civil disorder. It says or natural disaster. All right. Well, martial law is, in effect, the military commander of an area or a country has unlimited authority to make and enforce laws. See? And your ordinary laws will be dismissed. All right? They'll dismiss, again, those ordinary laws. And they're already making draconian laws already. You look that up. The draconian laws, which goes back to, a man by the name of Draco that made up laws that was basically heavy upon the people. All right, draconian law. All right, it was very stern and strict laws. All right, that caused a lot of people to be put to death. Look that up, draconian law. He passed laws that was crazy, man. Okay. Now the word rebellion. Let's look up rebellion. All right, rebellion. See, war waged against a government by some portion of its subjects, meaning the citizens. All right. Says going down here, it says rebellion, revolt, renewal of war. All right, insurgent, rebellious. So you get the just right. It says rebel, resisting an established or rightful government or law. Insurrectionist. Yeah. And you have individuals, like that whole orchestrated thing with this guy Donald Trump, the January 6th thing. They gave you because that's what he's in the news for right now. They're trying to say he's the one that orchestrated or organized that whole ordeal. But point being is that say that situation was a real situation where you had it where people were really rebelling against the government. All right, because you have these individuals. Again, I've said this in another video that they call themselves auditors, and they are crazy about the Constitution because they believe in their constitutional rights. Okay, and they're around, and they really are upset about their constitutional rights being invoked upon. Okay, so read a little more, and I'm gonna bring out some more scriptures. Okay, it says World App is an app that enables payment purchases and transfers globally using digital assets and traditional currencies, according to World Coin. Okay, so that traditional currency is going to be done away with. All right, by the new digital currency, which would be the RFID microchip. It says people who voluntarily surrender their biometric data receive small sums, because that they've even done that. All right. Matter of fact, I believe it was 2017, 2018 when they first introduced the RFID microchip into the American public through a tech company out in Minnesota, I believe it was. All right. There was some signed up voluntarily, and they received little benefit packages for that, for participating. It says WorldCoin is co-founded by Sam Altman, the head of the company OpenAI, which is behind the AI-powered chatbot GPT. According to WorldCoin's executive, World ID or something like it will soon be mandatory for anyone who wishes to partake in the day-to-day functions of society. All right. World ID uses iris scanners that require a person to have their eyeballs scanned to prove their identity. See? Now, what happens when you approached by, a military troop or soldier, all right, to see if you have, that digital ID. See? If you don't have it, what could happen to you? See? Shit gonna get real, man. All right. And this is being pushed on, the people by the elites, but the elites, all right, which are the powers that be, they were set up by the Most High. Okay. Let me get that real quick. Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Heavenly Father. Right, because the Most High is the one that's in control. All right, did not the prophet Daniel say that the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men? Daniel 4:17. So who's really in control? Who controls both good and evil? All right, the Heavenly Father do. Okay. I make peace and create evil. Excuse me. I the Lord, do all these things. Excuse me. So it's the Heavenly Father that's doing it. Okay. It says, for there is no power but of the Heavenly Father. The powers that be, which are who? The elites of Esau, the central bankers on down. The Rothschilds on down. The Oppenheimers, all those central banking families. And everybody know about them, as it is this day. They've been revealed and talked about for a long time. You always hear about the global elites with their Zionist ambitions and things like that, right? There was an old video of Jacob Rothschild being approached by a guy on the street. Let me see, can I find that video, man? He was approached by a guy on the street, and the guy had confronted him about the New World Order, right? Let me see here. Let's see, can I find it? Jacob Rothschild. All right, Jacob Rothschild confront. Okay. Jacob Rothschild confronted. Let's see here. Bear me 1 second. See, can I find the video? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Right here.
Can you tell us what went on at the Bilderberg meeting this year?
Sorry?
Could you tell us what went on at the Bilderberg meeting this year?
I didn't get that, actually, no.
The Bilderberg? You weren't there?
No.
Not this
Now, you see, this is his own kind, approaching him and confronting him about, the, New World Order, right? This is a guy on the screen right here. Man, he's an ugly old devil too, man. But man, he might look weird, man. Anyway, but this is Jacob Rothschild, man. And he's approached by this guy that confronted him about the New World Order. Now watch the dead look he get on his face. Okay.
What went on last year?
No, I wasn't there last year. I think that was my cousin.
The cousin was there?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Do you have a couple minutes for us, Mr. Rothschild? We have a few additional questions.
I was asking a question inside of, because I was saying that the Federal Reserve is one of these organizations. It's one of these organizations that a lot of people say is the source of banking products all across the world, because it's a private bank that was started by your family.
No, it's completely untrue. I was asked that earlier. It really isn't true.
See, they brought up Jekyll Island, and he's in denial, man. See, and the scriptures say the wicked flee when no man pursue it, man. They asking them basic questions. He knows the answer to them, but he's running from the truth, man.
In 1913, sir. Sir, just one thing. We could go on about how your family committed all these acts against society, but we just want to let you know the New World Order has no legitimacy. And that we as a people are not afraid, and we are waking up to the
the robber barons and the big banksters who are looting this economy with the Federal Reserve.
Well,
see, that's the video. Fair use, by the way. He's one of those powers that be, right? The elites of each saw Edom, okay, and he and his family and the rest of their central banking families, all right, they are in league, all right, they control the world's or the global economy, right? They're the ones that's um, they're the ones that that's going to push that M.O.T.B, that RFID microchip on the people, okay? He favors our enterprise. What do you think, like the guy said in the Jekyll Island, when there was a thing about the creation of the the Federal Reserve note, the U.S. dollar, going back to Jekyll Island. All right, they created that. All right, that fiat currency that we use today. They created that. The world reserve currency is the U.S. dollar. Okay, and his family was a part of the setting that whole thing up. All the central banking families. Okay, and anyone can find that information on the internet, man. The unicorn. Okay, they're the ones that had the Federal Reserve note made, and why you think it says annuit coeptis on that dollar bill? He favors our undertakings or enterprise. What do the scriptures say about their enterprise? Let's go to the book of Job real quick. Let's see here. Here we go. This is the book of Job 5 and verse 12. It says he disappointed the cry. Hold on, let me get that out the way. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Yeah, who's the crafty? All right, Esau, Edom. Okay, so that their hands could not perform their enterprise. And what's their enterprise? The New World Order, man. All right. See, they think that they're going to, implement their New World Order, right? And rule the nations forever. Okay, this is the mindset of the elites of Esau. Okay, it doesn't say that in the book of Psalms. Let me go. I'll come back to that. The book of Psalms, chapter 49, and verse 11. It says, "Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that the dwelling places to all generations." See, because this is the mindset of the elites of Esau. See, that's why the central banking families, all right, when it comes down to reproducing offspring, they're very careful who they reproduce with, because they want to continue, all right, their dominance throughout their generations, man. All right, their rulership. Because you remember how you come back in your third and fourth generation. All right, Exodus 20 and 5. Okay. It says they called their lands after their own names. And why you think the names of even so-called America, where do you think they come from? No, we didn't name this land America. When you look it up, it comes from a man by the name of Amerigo Vespucci. Okay. All right. The very name America means bitterness. You look it up, it says bitterness. The root word is bitter. And it has been very bitter to the Lord's people. All right. Which are the Israelites, just the 12 tribes of Israel. The so-called Negroes, the so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans. All right. The hidden ones of the Lord. All right. That's who we are. But we're the Hebrew Israelites the Bible speaks of. Okay. It says back in Job 5 and 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Yeah, because when Yahweh shall return, he's going to interrupt their, enterprise, man. Okay, he's going to destroy their NWO. All right, verse 14. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. You know, Esau always, looking to forward his wicked plans. All right, even as people, when the inhabitants of the earth are sleeping, Esau is hardly getting any sleep because he's always thinking about some wicked, man. Okay, because that's what he was created to do, and to be is the wicked. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get a precept. See, having rulership and ruling over the people is not enough for Esau. Okay. He wants total control. He wants to be the Most High. That's Esau for you. This is the book of Job, chapter 20. And I'm gonna start up a bit. Let me see. This is heavy right here. Job chapter 20, and I'm gonna start at 18. Well, we started at 19. It says, because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor. And who's the poor? The main poor on this earth is the Israelites. All right. We live in the world in the poor places of the earth. Okay. That's without a shadow of a doubt, man. Who live in the ghetto? The hoods, as they call them. Anyways, it says, because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not. Yeah, how you think they got America? Was not America gotten by violence? All right, when they gave our brothers up north smallpox and in the blankets and things like that, and that weakened Gad, and after weakening Gad, they would slaughter the women and children. See, and the scriptures say, "Woe to him that." Let me see. I'm gonna hold that precept right there. Let's go to another app. Let me see here. Scripture say, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood." All right, let me get that. I believe that's let me see. Bear with me 1 second. Because rest assured, that's how America was stolen and built. Excuse me. That's it. Habakkuk. I know. Excuse me. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, "Woe to him." Woe means destruction and misery. All right. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. That's why Esau is known as the man of sin. Okay. America was built by blood. All right. The bloodshed of Israelites, man. So-called Native Americans, so-called Negro, so-called Taino Indians, which are Puerto Ricans today, the so-called Mexicans. Okay, all the tribes, man. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. Right? Because even in this very same book that you was to go up, all right, let's go up. Okay. Right here in the 6th verse, it says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?" Because this land did not belong to Esau. All right, it belonged to the so-called North American Indian, us so-called Seminoles, us so-called Mexicans, us so-called Puerto Ricans, so on and so forth, man. The northern tribes of Israel, we the ones that inhabit this land. This is our land before anybody. Okay? And it was violently taken away from us. Okay? No matter how valiantly we fought, we still lost the land. Okay? That goes to the curses, that there should be no might in thy hand. Okay? Mighty as we fought these Edomites, yet you have some, I mean, they call my forefathers the unconquered Seminoles, but hey, truth be told, we were conquered. We don't control anything, okay? And we're scattered throughout, man. This this hemisphere, man. All right, Esau controls America, okay? But back in Job 20, right? Back in Job 20:19, because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired, because see, Esau have gotten all these riches and he hoarded them for himself, right? And even through that, still he wants total control over you. He wants you to be perpetual slaves unto him. See, this is why the M.O.T.B, right, the RFID microchip is being pushed. He want to know where you are, what you're doing at all times. And basically it started with the phone. You got the smartphone or the cell phone. It has GPS tracking, right? I mean, you look at your Google on your phone, and you see that Google tell you where you're at, what city, what state, the time stamp, all that. Tell you what establishment you're at, all that stuff. Google tell you all that stuff, man. Remember, this is what the old NSA whistleblower Eric Snowden. This is what he was talking about. How the U.S. government spies on its people. Okay, there's no privacy. According to their constitution, you're supposed to have a right to privacy. There's no right to privacy, man. Okay, let's continue on. It says, verse 21. It says, "There shall none of his meat be left; therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him." Okay. Hey, that's a power of the Heavenly Father, man. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, man. Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, the Heavenly Father shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Yeah, meaning what? When you think he's successfully going to implement his new world order, all right, Yahweh Shai and the angels, all right, and the chariots are going to show up and put an end to it. Okay. Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That goes into the ICBM missiles, which were created for the Lord's purpose. Okay. Isaiah 54:16. The iron weapon are the missiles. You even have the hypersonic missiles, okay, which are they're the top missiles, all right, the top weapons on Earth, okay. Scriptures tell you that the elites are going to flee and talk. We're going to say unto the rocks, the mountains, to fall on us and hide us from the Lamb. Matter of fact. Roughly paraphrasing. Let's get that. Revelation 6:16. Here we go, right here. Revelation 6 and let me see. The iron weapon, which is a missile, is going to create that scroll. Right? It's going to cause the heavens to be rolled up like a scroll, meaning the impact from the missile is going to, create these mushroom clouds. Okay, Revelation 6 chapter, and let me see here. I'm starting at verse 15. It says, "And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, which is the Most High, and from the wrath of the Lamb," which the Lamb is who? The Messiah, Yahushua. It says, "For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?" And they're going to actually survive, because they're going to be the first crops of slaves in the kingdom of heaven, man. The elites of Esau, man. Okay? Yeah, so through all their wickedness, man, they're going to, that they've been doing, all right? And they're going to try to accomplish this wicked plan, all right? They're going to fail. They're going to fail miserably, all right? And they're going to be the first crops of slaves, okay? The scripture say, "Then shall my hand take hold of them," all right? Talking about who? The elites, man. Matter of fact, I'll get that first. Let me see. Take hold of them. Let's see. Bear me 1 second. Let's see. Bear me 1 second. Let me see. Shall they be taken? Shall they be taken? Bear me 1 second. Grab this precept. Let me see. Should have came up and I typed that in. Take hold. I forget exactly where it was at. So bear me 1 second. I'm going to grab this precept, man. I got to get that. This is going to actually happen to, the elites of Esau. All right. In fact, though they, let me see. Though they dig. Okay. There we go. Amos 9:2. Okay. There we go. In fact, we're going to start right here. Amos 9:1. "I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, Smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take hold. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down." See? And this is talking about the elites of Esau, man. Okay? They have plans to hide from the Lamb, which is Yahushua. Okay? They have ambitions, all right, to be protected from the, the wrath that is to come. All right, survive, and they still got hope to be in power. Okay, but hey, Yahweh Shai is going to assure you with the brightness of His coming, man. Okay, that's going to be it for you, Esau. Okay, now let's go to the book of Revelation, 13th chapter. Okay, and get into the M.O.T.B prophecy, right? Because this is what this video is about. All right, the M.O.T.B. All right, which is, it ain't no embargo. All right, it ain't no Christianity. No, none of nonsense. It's the RFID. All right, radio frequency identification. All right, microchip, which is a device that's the size of a grain of rice. All right, that they wanted to implant inside you. Okay, it says Revelation 13, and I'll start at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he calls it all. Yeah, and that's those of you that, all right, that don't want to partake in this new world order. All right, you could very well be killed on the spot. Okay. Verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? Which we know that word is Charagma. All right, going back to the Greek language, man. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy or sell something that guys like, Nathaniel, okay, leave out. All right, they don't tell you that. You won't be able to buy or sell, save he that have what? That device. Not Christian. Oh, you ain't gonna buy or sell that you got Christian. You gotta accept Christianity. You gotta accept, the embargo. No, idiot. You have to accept that RFID tag. All right, device. In order to buy and sell. Right. That's what it's talking about. Or you'll be, again, going back to the article, or you'll be on the outside of society looking in. Okay. Where it says that right there. Let me go right back to it. Because he said it in his article. Okay. Yeah, here we go, right here. It says according to WorldCoin's executives, World ID or something like it will soon be mandatory for anyone who wishes to partake in the day-to-day functions of society. See? There you go, man. Functioning like what? Buying and selling. You want to go to the doctor's office, but you ain't got the Charagma, then what? But you shouldn't trust in those physicians of no value anyway. Okay. All right. You want to be able to go to work on your 9 to 5. You gotta have that Charagma. See, this thing is real, man. You're gonna see just how real it is when that hour of temptation, which is when they make that device mandatory, when it come upon you. What's gonna happen, man? For all you tribes out there, man, you Israelites, if you don't have that Charagma, if you don't have that Charagma, and you can't buy and sell, and then on top of it, you faithless. You don't believe in the Most High. You're gonna be coerced, or you're gonna acquiesce and kowtow to Esau's plan without faith, man. All right, you're gonna get tired of not buying and selling. you're gonna give in. That's why the scriptures say knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of thy times and the strength of. Let me get that. The strength of salvation. This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is his treasure. Because of the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you won't receive of his Charagma. All right, that digital ID, all right, which is a device, again, that's the size of a grain of rice. See? Because there's a judgment for taking that device. And that judgment is that you will be tormented by fire and brimstone, which are the missiles. Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the heavenly Father, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which that means righteous anger, all right, or justifiable anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. See? Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name, because the Lord is going to rain fire upon them. All right? You Israelites out there is going to get in the line, jumping. A lot of you going to dive in line to get that device. Cut in front of the line. Like you're in the lunchroom cafeteria, man. Because you don't have no faith, man. That's why the scriptures say in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, and about the 4th verse, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in unfaithfulness. And I got to be honest, man. 2/3 of our people are unfaithful, man. So that's a lot of Israelites going to die, man. A lot of Israelites going to have to, get that cup, all right, of the Lord's indignation, man. All right, that fire and brimstone is going to, consume you. Because you didn't trust or fear, all right, the Lord. So when the hour of temptation come upon you, again, you're going to crumble. You're going to fail. You're going to look at your woman, your children, all right, and you're going to give in because you don't have faith in the power that made you, man. Okay, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna end it there. I want to say, Lord willing, this video have been edifying, all right, to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, to the next video, I want to say Shalom. All right, all praise and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Shalom until the next video.